So, yes, it is December 1st. Okay, we're gonna start this month off correct. Okay, your girl did a thing, she did a thing was done. Okay, I did the viral, not so viral now, but it was viral for a good minute, Duck Flower cleanse. And these are my videos, my photos. It is gonna get a little graphic. If you're not into all of that, please don't even watch, just stop right here. And the only reason why I chose to do some videos and show some photos is because it was very interesting to me. And as an herbalist, as somebody who is very interested and curious about the body, I was just like, nobody's gonna believe it if I don't put it out there and explain my truthful experience with the duck flower. I'm going to put the link of where to get the duck flower from. She had a sale, I got it from Etsy, and I was just like, let's go. So if you wanna know more about my experience, if you are curious about certain things, do not hesitate to comment below, ask me some questions, and let's get right into it. Yeah, I am so happy. And I'm happy because it's about that time. Okay, it was about that time where my body was like, okay, I need some attention. And I was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? And the duck flower came to me. So let me go back. First, welcome everyone. Happy December 1st, okay? We are about to embark on a new journey. We're about to go into a new year, even though the new year is actually April 1st. If you know, you know. But to everybody else, yeah, okay, it's January, whatever. I'm not gonna go there yet. But if you know, you know, you caught it, you catched it, was for you. I was feeling very interesting. I didn't do the duck flower today. I did it probably before Thanksgiving, like a day before Thanksgiving. Was that silly? Hell yeah, it was. I did it because prior to doing it, I was having a lot of mucus. I felt very sluggish. I felt really annoyed. And I want to put that out there. I am known for making cleanses. I have given cleanses to people. It has helped them. I know what I'm doing. But a lot of people on Instagram push doing a cleanse, but there are different types of cleanses, okay? And the cleanse that I did, the duck flower, is more for mucus, okay? It is not like a cascara sagrada. It is not a laxative where you're gonna poop a lot. It is more to remove the mucus from the intestinal walls, from the organs, things of that nature. So when I would see videos of people saying that they were throwing up and pooping, I was like, okay, maybe you have mucus in your colon and it was coming out from that way. But for me, I did not have any mucus in my colon. How do I know this? Because your girl did not poop, not one time. Not one time. The only time I used the bathroom was literally after I did the detox, which was the next day. And it did not last as long. And I'm just going to get the questions. I'm going to say what I feel like people would want to know. So this is not going to be a drawn out video. We're going to get right into it because we in December 1st. We trying to get that cleanse, reset, and do what we got to do, right? So it did not last long. I actually timed it. I took my detox. Now, again, I'm going to put the link in it, and I'm going to insert some photos somewhere, or whatever. But 2 came in there, and then it also came with a capsule. And I was like, oh, you trying to clean, okay? The detox was very potent. And what do I mean? I did this before, you guys. And I did this before, and I did not have the same results. Nowhere near. I didn't throw up, nothing. And I was like, I got a bad flower. Damn it, duck. But this time, I think because Spirit told me this is what you need to do, I intuitively listened, like, okay, where do I get it for the best price? Let me look at the reviews. I found this woman on Etsy, and I was just like, let's go. And she had a sale. I don't know if that sale is still going on, but again, the link will be in the description. I took it at 6:38, and I had started, if you know, when you're ready to throw up, your cheeks get watery. And I had my first experience of throwing up around 9. I threw up the very first time because mind you, I was hungry. I don't know why I was so hungry, but I was hungry. I would recommend you detox before, at least 2 days before, like you do a fruit fast, a water fast, just so that it's not so painful. Now, I don't know if mine was painful. I didn't know what to expect. I just was throwing up, and I am not a person who likes to throw up. So I will say this, if you don't like to throw up, put that duck down. put that quack down, okay? Because you're going to throw up whether you want to or not. It's going to happen depending on if you have a good flour and you have mucus in certain areas. Well, from 6 to 9, I was eating cherries. Why was I eating cherries? I don't know. I was hungry. So when I finally vomited, it was red, but it was very thick. It was thick. It was thick. Okay? It was intense. And I was like, okay, all right. Okay, and I felt it. I felt it like pulling from the intestines. Like that thing was not playing. So I left it alone. I did not record that one because I wasn't even prepared for that one. Now the next video, I'm gonna see if I can insert it. I threw up and it was so thick. I was like, this is where disease lives. This is where disease, cancer, unpaid rent, daddy issues, you're backed up. Everything that you are concerned about while your friend was talking about you, the jobs that fired you, it was in that mucus. And I was like, get out of me, Satan. It was intense. It was intense. And I needed it. I needed it thoroughly because I felt like my intestines was clogged. Okay. After that, now it was like 10:30. It kind of happened 3 times, literally just 3 times back to back to back. The last time, I noticed each time the food was gone the first time, and then it was just clear and white. That thing was foamy, and you will see. Throwing up is just painful. It messes up your teeth enamel. So I was like, Shayla, brush your teeth, but I couldn't because one, I was very weak because it does take a lot on your stomach. And my taste palate was so sensitive that even drinking water, another thing, each time I drank water, the more I had to throw up, which was good because it was helping move everything along. Now, what else would come to me? When I was throwing up, I was curious about how thick the mucus was. So I am going to see if I can insert a video of me playing with it. Not because I'm a child, maybe a little bit, but because I wanted to see how thick it was. And when I saw how thick it was, that's when I realized I wasn't constipated. I wasn't having issues with my bowel movements. What was happening was the mucus was so thick that the feces couldn't push down the way it needed to. It was a lot, and I was very pleased. My biggest regret was I took it before Thanksgiving because literally the next morning I ate. I did. You're right. I know. I ate, and I had stuffing. I had collard greens. I had turkey wings. I did. I had yams, and I was just like, damn, I ain't even get to enjoy the detox. And I would not recommend that. But I will say let me say it like this. I was so clean that I felt the mucus of the food. Like I felt the oil of the food settling up here. So what the duck flour did, it released the mucus from up here. It released the mucus from in my intestines, and then it pushed everything down. I realized though my colon might be inflamed because later on when it was time to use the bathroom, my poop wasn't as strong as I needed it to be. Like it didn't look as formed as I needed to be. And I felt everything like moving. So I was like, okay, my body is working, but something is still blocked. And that's when I realized, okay, each cleanse really does do something else. It really does. Each cleanse has its own purpose for what it does. Senna leaf, cascara sagrada, things of that will help you poop. So if your colon is backed up, those are the herbs for that. If you're feeling like, okay, I have asthma, I have mucus in my eyes, I feel clogged up here, I would recommend the duck flower. So you need to know what to do. Also, for those people who are like, I want to do a cleanse, but I don't want to poop and I don't want it to be so intense, I will recommend a water fast. I would recommend a fruit fast. And the reason why I say fruit versus vegetables is because vegetables bulk whereas fruits cleanse, if you get what I'm saying. So you don't really want to mix the two. You don't want to, yes, some things can go with some things depending, but you don't want to have kale with, let's say, melon. No, you don't want to do all that. If you're going to do some kale, which is in fiber, okay, let's balance it out with an apple or some celery. Like keep it in that area. You have to understand what goes with what. I did feel better immediately. The next day I did have to recover. And this is something that when I do it again, I'm going to recover where I'm not going to eat nothing the next day. My recovery was actually smooth, which allowed me to eat what I wanted, I guess you could say. I woke up, I had me some water, I had me some collagen. I replenished my prebiotics, because it was cleaning out everything, it was cleaning out good bacteria and bad bacteria. So you want to make sure that your recovery is smooth. You want to make sure that I did drink my collagen. I had me some sea vegetable powder mixed out with some orange juice. I really made sure that I replenished so that that intensity didn't cause too much damage, because it can, right? Another thing is, if you're going to do the duck flower, I would recommend you do it 4 times a year. That's it. And you want to do it each season change. You don't want to do it, if it didn't work today, it wouldn't make sense for me to take it. Okay, let me wait a week. No, because it could be very dangerous. It could be very toxic. It could cause a lot of problems. But I wanted to share my experience because, one, people trust me. And when people trust you, they're going to be more mindful of what you say. And a lot of people made it very, very scary. Is it scary? No. But is it uncomfortable? Hell yeah, it is. Why? Because if you pooping and throwing up a bucket in the front and the bowl in the back, that's uncomfortable. I don't know what to say. But sometimes, it shows you how maintaining the body in a healthy way is very important. Because if you don't want to do something that intense, well, then stop eating shit. I'm just going to say it. Stop doing things that's going to make you have to do a cleanse every week. You know what I mean? You want to maintain what the duck flower just purged out. So if you have any questions or concerns, let your girl know, and I will do the best that I can. Do like, share, subscribe. And if you feel like somebody would get benefit from this video, do share this with them. Peace.